Hello, hello, internet. I'm back. I'm sorry that I have been gone for like 2 weeks. I don't have an excuse really. I just didn't keep track of anything I learned and didn't really want to make some sort of half-ass video where I was just like, hey, peanut butter and jam. I learned that when you put that together with toast, it's like the best thing ever. Because we all clearly know that peanut butter and jam toast is like the simplest yet most amazing snack that you can make. But instead, I have decided to read Stephanie's Ponytail by Robert Munch and try and find some lessons or just observations that I will call lessons because I think that would be fun. And I used to I used to make my sister read me this book all the time. Um, so let's begin. Stephanie's Ponytail. One day, Stephanie went to her mom and said, "None of the kids in my class have a ponytail. I want a nice ponytail coming right out the back." So Stephanie's mom gave her a nice ponytail coming right out of the back. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids looked at her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail, and I like it." And here's a picture. There's boss ass Stephanie. So already I've learned that Stephanie likes to, go against the crowd a bit. She's a bit of a wild card. She wants to do her own thing, rebel. She might go through that emo stage at some point, but right now she's just focusing on ponytails, which is I think a good move. You don't want to go too far too fast. And also she like doesn't care about what these other people are saying. She's saying haters back off, as a famous person would say. I don't know who will. But yes, let's continue. The next morning, when Stephanie went to school, all the other girls had ponytails coming out the back. Stephanie looked at them and said, "You're all a bunch of copycats. You should just do whatever I do. You don't have a brain in your heads." So already Stephanie is starting to learn basically what her future will be in high school, as in no one has a brain. The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" Stephanie said no. "Then that's that," said her mom. "That's the only place you can do ponytails. So here." Clearly, her mother is not very creative and could work on that a bit. Go on luminosity, get some brain exercises going. But Stephanie said, "No, it's not. I want one coming out the side, just above my ear." Nice one, Stephanie, nice one. "Very strange," said the mom. "Are you sure that is what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming right out above the ear. And I think it looks really nice. This one's my favorite, actually, out of all of her hairdos. And clearly her little brother or sister is in favor. Alright. When she went to school, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly." These kids need to work on their insults. Stephanie said, "It's my ponytail, and I like it." Next morning, when Stephanie came to school, though, all the girls and even some of the boys had nice ponytails coming out just above their ears. So these kids are just being little shits and imitating every move. It's not great. The next morning, the mom said, "Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back?" Stephanie said, "No." "Would you like one coming out the side?" "No." "Then that's that," said her mom. "There is no other place you can do ponytails." "Yes, there is," said Stephanie. "I want one coming out of the top, my head like a tree." "That's very, very strange," said her mom. "Are you sure this is what you want?" "Yes," said Stephanie. And so her mom did it. And, her dad's looking a bit scared now. He's seeing the beginnings of his daughter's progression into adulthood, and frankly, he's terrified that he's going to lose his little girl to the world, the big scary world. But he's getting that coffee, I think he's gonna handle it. And then this little son, he's just happy all the time. I don't know. He's got a bright future, I think. And then this disgusting cereal, it's just called Yuck. Um, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. So her mom gave Stephanie a nice ponytail coming out of the top of her head like a tree. When Stephanie went to school, the other kids saw her and said, "Ugly, ugly, very ugly. Good one, guys. You really got her." But Stephanie, she was like, "No, it's my ponytail, and I like it." And then, she comes back, Everyone's got the same hairdo again. What is this bullshit? The next morning, the mom said, Stephanie, would you like a ponytail coming out the back? Stephanie said, no. Would you like one coming out the side? No. Would you like one coming out the top? No. Then that is definitely that, said the mom, expressing her complete lack of creativity once more. There is no other place that you can do ponytails. Yes, there is, said Stephanie. I want one coming out the front and hanging down in front of my nose. So, she's going hardcore right now. This is experimental territory, to say the least. She might start a band at some point called the Hangin' Ponytails. I don't know. We'll find out. On the way to school, she bumped into 4 trees, 3 cars, 2 houses, and 1 principal. You know, Stephanie, wow, it's incredible what she's doing to stand up for what she believes in. I really think there should be a change.org petition about this because it's so important. I'm so inspired, really. When she finally got to class, the other kids saw her and said, ugly, ugly, very ugly. Stephanie said, it's my ponytail and I like it. It's her mantra, you know? I think she's really got that going. Um, that'll be her high school yearbook quote, probably. It's my ponytail and I like it. And everyone will be like, damn, you've been saying that for 10 years. I think you should stop. The next day, all the girls and all the boys and even the teacher had ponytails coming out of the front and hanging down in front of their noses. None of them could see where they were going. They bumped into desks and they bumped into each other. They bumped into the walls, and by mistake, 3 girls went into the boys' bathroom. So just wild catastrophe right now. This reminds me of how my high school looked when we did the Harlem Shake. Bad memories. Moving on. Stephanie yelled, you are a bunch of brainless copycats. You just do whatever I do. When I come tomorrow, I'm going to have shaved my fricking head. It did not say fricking because this is a children's book, obviously. Yeah, she looks really super pissed here. I would not want to mess with that. But these kids, they don't understand anything. Because the next day, literally all of them shaved their heads. And Stephanie did not. She had a nice little ponytail coming right out the back. Because she's a boss-ass bitch who knows what's up, and she is smart as hell. She tricked everyone, even that teacher, and I think there's a huge lesson to learn there, that manipulating people is great, and you can do amazing things. Everyone's pretty pissed. They all chase her. You can see that this teacher is a bit behind the times, maybe to his benefit. Okay, that's a great book. Thank you for this episode of Alex reads stories and finds lessons in them. I hope that you have learned some things as well, and I will see you next week with probably actual real things that I learned. Have a great day. Goodbye.